obviously he has asked for a trade. He wants out because he's being basically used way too much. He's being used and abused and put away wet. So, fact or crap, if Deebo Samuels does not get traded and he happens to drop a game-winning catch, the fans will point to this as he did this on purpose. Fact or crap?
I'd say crap. I don't think they'd point to it like he did it on purpose, but I definitely think that like something would be made out of it. I don't know if necessarily if I would freak out and be like, "Oh, Devo is trying to throw games," because we can look back in history and even some of the greatest wide receivers of all time have dropped wide open passes. I mean, what was it? Uh, Pretty much the downfall of Julio Jones in Atlanta and I guess Tennessee after that. Um, the downfall of him was where he had that wide open ball in the end zone. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Literally just Julio and a ball. Like that's a guaranteed touchdown, right? Nope. He goes in to catch it, bounces right off his hands, hits the ground, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, Julio Jones, one of the greatest wide receivers to ever play football, just dropped a wide open touchdown."
Right.
So I mean, and that's really been the beginning of the end for him. Since then, it's been just it's I don't even want to call it a downhill slope. It seems like it's a cliff slide. Like it's more like a jump off a cliff and fall. Like
Yeah.
it's not even like a slow downward slope. He's just been slowly like he hasn't had like in the last 2 seasons, hasn't he had what, a touchdown? Something like that? 1
Well,
touchdown?
if you think about it, his last year in Atlanta, he was second fiddle to what's his face, Calvin Bradley, right? And Julio Jones was just never a receiver that found the end zone a lot anyways. He was a lot of 15, 1,600 yards, running down the
Yeah.
field wild. But once the Falcons got into the 20, they want to run the ball and throw interceptions, basically what it comes down to. And last year with Tennessee, I don't know if he was hurt, but he was like, I don't know, third or fourth string receiver on that team, and like he got cut. So I mean, yeah, I mean, you're definitely right about the whole slope thing or the cliff, or like he just jumped off. But to answer the question, the fans are 100% going to say fact, just because we are seeing things now where everything's kind of getting jaded, because with the Calvin really gambling thing, every time the Falcons lose a game and he drops a pass or he doesn't go for the extra yardage, right, they're going to point, well, does he have money on this game? Yada, yada, yada. And that's exactly what the fans are in San Francisco are going to be questioning about Deebo Samuel. Just because his whole argument of getting traded is that he doesn't want to use and abuse his body the way they have been. So is he going to put his body on the line to get that extra yard, to dive in for the end zone? And if he doesn't do that, the fans are going to be upset, unfortunately. And now, me as a football player and like you, Wyatt, knowing athletes and Trey and like all those guys, that we don't really have a off switch. Like it is balls to the wall. I'm going to do the best I can every time I'm on the court, like just like on the field. But a normal fan, somebody that's passionate about their team, that's been drinking too many Bud Lights in the afternoon, well, why didn't he dive? He's getting $17 million. He can put his body on the line, yada, 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 right? I mean,
Couch coach.
yeah.